What is going on, everybody? It is Ulhednar back at it again with another weapon tier list. This will be the PvP meta tier list for people that are returning back to the game or new people into the game. So let's talk about the metas in the PvP right now. That's gonna be in general, OPR, Arena, War, whatever. Well, not War. War is gonna be a bit different, I would say. Almost. Whatever, let's just go with the top-notch builds. Now, the way how it's gonna work, I'm always going to put 2 weapons in one row, okay? 2 weapons in one row, and that is the one build, alright? So let's start with the most overpowered build. I don't think it will ever change, even with the changes in PTR. It will be our favorite rapier and a life staff. This build is just absolutely broken. I don't care what anyone thinks, but it really is. It really is. The defensive mobility rapier provides, now lifestyle with the amount of heals, buffs, whatever, dispels as well. If you're in lightweight especially, you probably agree on that one. Anyways, another one. This is the godlike build, I would say. Now, what I think is very good, it's kind of hard to say, because if it's meta builds, everything's gonna be good. Everything's gonna be good, honestly. Let's do it like that, alright? So another build that I really like, and I think is very powerful, is Blunderbuss, a nice gauntlet. Do we go with S or A? Like, you know what? Let me put this in A. This build is very good. I like it. I know one very good player, Mr. Tattoo, who is playing this build. Tattoo is a great player. I haven't really seen anyone play the game like that. When I started when the game launched, played with him, so it was pretty interesting and nice to see. Only God players that I know, remember, is the Duelist. Some of you may remember him, and Umbi, his friend. They probably stopped playing already a long time ago. But I'll put this in A tier. Now, when it comes to S tier, I would probably put Void Gauntlet with... It's kind of hard to do, god damn it. Void Gauntlet with Ice Gauntlet, and on top of that, Flame Staff. So, one build is Void Gauntlet, Ice Gauntlet. Now, second build is Fire Staff and Ice Gauntlet. This is the mage build, the mage setup, alright? Now, I would like to get a second icon of the Ice Gauntlet, but I just don't have it, man. Just don't have it. Because I would put it like this, right? For the Blundy. Thinking. Because Blunderbuss can one-shot, but I still think it provides a lot. You know what? Let's just put it like this, alright? Just put it like this, right? First build, second build, and this is third build, alright? Another very amazing build. It has a lot of utility, defensives, maybe even mobility could go with that. A lot of CC control especially. It's why it's one of the best and a needed build, just like the mage one here in Wars. But overall, it's the Great Axe and Warhammer. This is amazing build. We could probably even put this in Godlike, to be honest, because this really, if a good player knows how to play this bruiser, so-called bruiser build, this really claps. You know what? Yeah. Let's go with that. All right, let's go with that. Bruiser and medium build with the right jewelry setup and everything. Oh boy. No, another. How could I forget about this build, man? Another godlike. I kid you not, it's a godlike build. Not really in arenas as I think about it, but we are still gonna put it there. It is our favorite bow and the rapier. Let's put it like here. Bow and rapier, another amazing, that's probably the best dex build. Now with this build, you could even go with spear. But if you go with bow and spear, I don't think this is godlike. I would put this in S tier if it was that combination. So there it is, another very good dex build or strength build. You could go with both. I'm doing a strength one, but it's my build I play. It's assassin build. Now it is a spear and hatchet. I would like to put it here, but it depends. Like in arena, this build is S tier. In wars, I think assassin build works better with sword and shield and hatchet. Or sword and shield hatchet, that works better than spear hatchet. So in OPR, this build is pretty hard. You have to play like a real assassin in OPR to flank the enemy teams when they approach that massive fight we all know, where FPS players just snipe you, alright? You just gotta play and take out healers and mages, stuff like that. I would put it in S tier, probably. Overall, 1v1 and arena, it's a godlike build, OPR, kinda hard to pull off. And of course, we're just gonna make a separate build, separate tier list for builds, war builds, I mean. Yeah. Now, very powerful build as well, it is. Let's go like this, alright? So, Hatchet and Sword and Shield is also very powerful. Now, Sword and Shield and Spear is maybe one of the best melee builds, I would say. Not a lot of people, I think, know about it or play it, but it has been busted for a long time, I would say. My boy Andreas, I played this build ever since the beginning of the ages. So, especially after the buffs on Leaping Strike and everything, mobility with this build is crazy. You have a debuffer, you have a bleeder as well. This is a CC. The interesting thing about this combo is you work around stuns. So you stun with Keen Bolt or Javelin with this spear, and you go into a roll dodge, animation cancel, berserk, and fellow rush with the hatchet, where you activate Gambit, which is the gem that gives you more damage if you're not at full stamina. Same thing here, you stun the target with shield bash, you go into hatchet, or vice versa if you go Sword and Shield and Spear. So I really like this one. Now when it comes to Musket, Musket is good, I would say only for OPRs, man. Like Musket, I know some of you may not and will not agree with this, I get it. But the thing why you think it's strong is because of one perk on the ring called Mortal Empowerment, alright? Mortal Empowerment is a perk where you get 2% of the damage done increase per kill. So it stacks 15 times, you can get 30% damage done increase. For each kill you get 2%, that's why FPS players like bow and musket players in OPR hit like a truck, because they are stacking dead and shooting at you from miles away, especially muskets. You guys know those, right? They're over there in Narnia, you're over there in Africa, you still get shot. And the pinnacle of the day is Greatsword. If there was a better tier than Godlike, this Greatsword would go there, man. Any weapon with Greatsword is gonna be busted, I feel like. I've tested it a lot on PTR, some of you may know that from my streams. I tested Hatchet Greatsword, I have seen Great Axe Greatsword, Warhammer Greatsword, I have seen Bow Greatsword, I have seen goddamn Rapier Greatsword is insane. Spear and Greatsword is also crazy. Yeah, just pair this with any melee weapon basically and it's done deal. I have seen a Blunderbuss and Greatsword, that works pretty well. What else have I seen? Sword and Shield Greatsword, I don't think I've seen that one, but that could still work as well. Greatsword does everything, man. I mean, it has 45, it has weaken on the target. You can be uninterruptible for 5 seconds, just like you have from Berserk and Hatchet. You have healing reduction, you have rend, a lot of rend, you have root. You can be stun immune while doing crosscut and defiant stance. You have damage reduction. Again, once again, you have a lot of heal. There is so much heal. I'm telling you, lads, G's and gents, lifesteal built on Greatsword, that will be something, man. With the new gems that we'll get on Brimstone, oh, baby. Anyways, I think this covers the builds. If you have any questions, I'm more than happy to help you. More than happy to answer all that. Next time we will do war build, I'm pretty sure. That has changed a little bit, but war builds, I mean, war builds, there are some builds that will never, ever change. Never, ever will change. Even if they get nerfed in the damage numbers or healing numbers, whatever it is, debuff numbers, it's still gonna be meta because the synergy it provides, it is just a must-have thing, must thing to have. If you run any other build than those builds, you're just not gonna get it. You're just not gonna get in the war. If I have given, like, I didn't prep for this tier list at all, I just winged it, just thinking about it as I was doing it. Maybe there could be some changes, but if you are thinking about any other weapon combination that what I have mentioned today, forget about it. But there is always this but, alright? Now listen up carefully. If you have fun with the build you're playing, even though if it's not on the list, stick with that. That's the most important thing. If you enjoy the build you have, if you know how to play it, if you're a good player, and you will become a good player if you keep playing, it will always work, alright? It will always work. Main thing is to have fun, play the build you love, play the build you want. With my build, for example, I'm most of the times, or a lot of times, getting clapped in OPR. Still haven't really found my playstyle in OPR. Arenas is godlike, but I'm loving the build, alright? But it will be from me. That'll be it from me. You guys have a good one. Hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, have a good one. And please take it easy in the comment section, alright? Let's not get too crazy down there. Or we can. F it. Take it easy. Peace.